Let's listen in now. This is Jackie Kelly from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office.
Shooting at Evergreen High School. The call came in at 12:24 today that we had an active shooter at the school. There are so many jurisdictions up here, I can't name them, but it's like the metro area just responded. We have 3 people who have been transported to the hospital. Don't know conditions on any of them yet. Hopefully we'll have that for you shortly. What's really important for us to get out is reunification with parents and students. That's happening at Bergen Meadow Elementary. That's at 1928 South Highwan Drive. I don't have a lot more. Please ask questions if you have them.
Can you give me your name and title?
Yes, Jackie Kelly, Jacki. Kelly's Keley, PIO for the Jeffco Sheriff's Office. People that are injured are students. Yes.
There's a huge emergency response I noticed coming into town. What are you telling people who are seeing that worried right now?
I understand the worry and the concern. Like I said, the entire metro area came up here to help. A lot of them self-deployed, and we sure appreciate it because you don't know what you have until you get here. But there's got to be over 100, for sure, over 100, maybe a couple hundred cops here right now. We're still in the process of clearing the school, and we're doing that with multiple teams inside, room by room, and that just takes time.
I know this isn't ongoing, but the shooting happened inside of the...
We believe it happened inside the school. It definitely happened on school grounds, but I don't have clarification inside or out.
One person is the shooter?
We're not clear on that. We're not certain how many shooters we have or where that shooter might be. I'm hoping to get more information to you quickly, but we can't air that yet.
Any shelter in place for the community?
Is there a shelter in place for the community? I don't think so. I don't have any information on a caliber of a weapon at all. Don't know that. We don't know who the shooter is. Hopefully the next time we meet, shortly from now, we'll have more of those answers. But that's okay. We have 3 people who have been transported to the hospital. We think they're all students. Don't know what their injuries are. Is everybody good for now?
No. Unification. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Was it a student that made the call?
Great question. I don't know who made that first call, but I can tell you we received a lot of calls very quickly coming from the school, and obviously that pretty quickly helps confirm that what one person is reporting, multiple people started reporting, and it just kind of amped up the seriousness of this right away. Okay, thank you very much.
That was the update from Jefferson.
Yeah, so stories are still developing right now when it comes to who's the shooters and everything. So we just confirmed that, the 3 kids are still in critical condition. So go up, so more shooting, man, more shooting. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take?
But shout out to White House for correcting me. Charlie Kirk was at Utah Valley University, not University of Utah. So thank you for correcting me on that. Shout out to Mean Street that's also in the building. It said Charlie Kirk. It would work to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun death every single year so that we can have a Second Amendment. Jersey Mike is also in the building, new subscriber. He said, how does Charlie feels about guns now? Well, he's no longer here, so...
oh, wow.
A lot of people didn't like him, my king. Like you said, he was very hated. So a lot of people don't like him. Why I said saying the National Guard should be at the school. Remember, I think I mentioned that. I was saying National Guard should be at the school because I did mention that. But however, when it comes to actual school shooting, we talk about this a lot over here, especially on KL Culture Radio. You gotta pray over your kids, folks. You gotta pray over your kids. I think what happened with school now, it took prayer out of the classroom. At one point, remember we used to go to school, they used to allow prayer into the classroom. You never hear this type of violence going on. Don't get me wrong. There was violence when it comes to aspect of bullying, fighting, but never like gun and this magnitude and this type of level. Even in the tough school, you never heard like gun violence every other. It's crazy what's going on. So we're dealing with dark times, folks. And like I always tell people, love your kids, hold them tight, pray over them, talk to them. let them know what to do when a situation like this transpire, and and I know some schools not allowing kids to have phones. I think they should change that a little bit. Due to the fact is because now parents are starting to panic because they don't know what's happening when it's coming to aspect of these schools, because now kids are coming to school with guns. Go ahead, Akeem.
Um, we know the cause of the problem. We can solve this very, very simply, but we won't do it due to laws and ideologies. Sometimes just being able to have access is more enough reason for us to buckle down to it. People get unalive because of access to weapons. That's it. If we restrict the access, less people will be able to die. And that's what it is. Where are these kids getting the guns? How they're getting the guns? Who's buying the guns and who house they're living in? We need to start doing checks on them. Some people shouldn't have 60 AR-15s in their house, or 5 MAC-10s, or you know what I mean. So let's be serious.
Facts.
Yeah, absolutely, Hakeem. I feel like, I talked about before on our last topic, the concept, people are getting so emotional of trying to take somebody out. And now it comes with the kids and everything, and, and get the access to a gun and how you can access to the gun, like Hakeem was talking about. It looks like, it looks like these kids are, it's very simple. Like, they can, if it's somewhere in the house, it's easier to access, load it up, and take it to school and do what they're gonna do with it and everything. So yeah, man, it's just, we're in the generation that, when it comes to, if you take somebody off, they think about taking you out, and we definitely need to change that. And especially in our schools, because we have kids going through our school. They should be safe and everything. We should not, we at the time that, almost in every schools in America, they got to do a shooting drill. Back when we went to schools, we didn't have to do that. We had fire drills and that's it. Now we in a time when all schools got to do shooting drills of, learn how to lock the, when there's a shooter going around, lock the doors, hide, go under the desk and everything. And it just shows you how, the generation has changed from where I was until now and everything. So, like I said, there's the solutions to change this. You just got to work together in America to fix this problem.